to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Titans taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now,
there we go. Get the pressure to him. This is obviously a warm-up game, so just trying to get going as fast as we can here.
Through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. Makes the grab on the left.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll keep it himself.
There we go. Form that wall, boys.
And it did not work against this defense. And the Titans will call on their punt team. First time
keep an eye on Snowden, guys. He's a dual threat guy. He plays on offense, too.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Utes. So Utah's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be...
All right, going to see a lot of that. A lot of play action, a lot of read option in this offense.
To help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages.
Brings him to the open. They knock him down, but
and of course, that's our star running back, Parker.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Pass the sticks, and he may get
there goes Parker. See, Evan Dampier as a runner is a big threat.
26 with the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up
Yeah, looks like Parker's going to have a big game here, guys.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Nice job, Dampier.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. They get it up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
The Titans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Smallwood. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
There we go. Got him with the blitz. John Henry Daly.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little.
There he goes, the gadget guy, Snowden.
And he brought them to their feet on that one. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great play place to start for this offense. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
There he goes. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper.
Easy, Teddy. Let's go, Dampier.
Has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He's going to lose a yard.
There's that wall, guys.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Beebe. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Hall.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end.
Oh, what a hit. What a hit.
But he did get the 1st down.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the 1st.
And the Titans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're going to lose a yard on that one.
The brick wall.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Pocket breaking down.
There we go. Another sack, guys.
He goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Hall. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Finds his man. It's Parker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. And this is going to be...
Oh, they go stop.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Let's go, Utes.
Around for like 30 seconds. You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble.
There's another one, guys. Let's go.
He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to
their defense just stepping up. That's weird.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off play action. Trying to bowl his way in.
There we go. Let's go, guys.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll pull it on the read.
There's Snowden with the tackle.
After a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Smallwood. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
The Titans will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Titans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Titans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Buying some time. Absolutely.
Nice, good clean out.
Where to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
All right, give him some good stats before the half.
First half in the books.
I'm thinking this second half we're going to bust it open, obviously.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Titans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
Oh, he's gone, guys. He's gone. Oh, got hawked down.
This dude can take off from anywhere and attack your defense. Forget the option. Forget pitching it. He is going to take it, and this is why, because he chews up big yards, makes the huge play.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for
it's a little late there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
There he is. Parker in for 6.
And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Beebe. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be in.
Good knock away by Blake Cotton.
Second down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11
Get him. Oh, yes.
And he goes back at the 3.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Rolls up to the 14-yard line before being guided out of bounds.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down, not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
The Titans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on.
There he goes. Might be his last drive.
Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Beebe.
Holy cow, another sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Titans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll
good
get back
safety support there.
No more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
There we go. D-line right on it, man.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Let's go. Break. Double. Black 14. Black 14.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Dampier. Moving away from pressure. The throw. Pulls it in, it's Simmons. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete.
There we go. Nose tight spiral.
Knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Using his legs, it's Parker. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Holds and fires complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone.
There we go. Another big Teddy.
Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Great defense. We're now altering the reserve linemen and linebackers in there to get some playing time
here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive at their own 48. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Drives the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Let's go.
Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space.
There's Fickle. Big game.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it still on his feet.
Hey, Snowden in for a touchdown. The gadget guy.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Not much.
Even the second unit getting in there. That's a good sign.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Titans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running.
There we go, defense. Keep it up.
Push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Missed receiver there. It's in.
Dang, this guy, his throwing motion is very off.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout.
That was a good throw by Fickle.
Well, it really just
Ficklin.
feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a
I tried to sneak it in there.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, Roma, one hand. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Titans are flying down the field. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Takes the easy one to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Rush is on him. And the defense got him at the 27.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the Titans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And here
Dang, he got in there in a hurry.
he goes down again.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He got it. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fella.
Oh, he's got some space.
Oh, he's gone, guys.
Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season was real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Good knockout.
Completion on third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Utah's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
The Cowboys offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Good stuff.
All over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25.
What's up, James? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Utes are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense.
It just had to be a little longer.
Well, when you're throwing the slant against man coverage, the timing's got to be perfect, right? The receiver's got to cross the defender's face. QB's got to put it out in front. It happens so quickly. That time, the timing a little bit off, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Quarterback on the keeper. And
There we go, Teddy.
Touchdown, Utah!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Anderson will throw. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the
Good stop by the D.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Looking for a huge play.
Wide open. Let's go, Bentley.
Here he goes. Touchdown, Utes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the...
Gets away from one.
Well, he broke loose.
He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sargent.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. Caught over the middle, it's Bentley. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
On the ground, it's Parker. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's loose. Touchdown, Utes. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The play-action fake. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Utah! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab outside. It's Scott. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And as time runs out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee and go to the break, content with the lead they've built. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Anderson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. Breaks into the open.
Oh, man. Oh, he's out of gas, guys.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic, and what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping him.
Ready?
The Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll put him in play from the 41 on 1st down. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's into the open inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Anderson will throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And how about that play call on 3rd and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on 3rd and long.
Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They run the reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on 3rd down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's open on the right, and he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Touchdown, Utah! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Reading the option, it's Anderson. Fighting off the defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Rides the back on the option, the give. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off play action on first down. Fires it. Complete to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though.
Running it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I know this this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
First down for the offense. Let's go. Break. Double.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.